these people. I really want to come watch.
What you see is Mountain Oregon and Mbale City. Mbale City is located on the slopes of Mountain Oregon in the eastern part of the country. Nyero, the historical site we are visiting today, is also located in the eastern region of Uganda. It is about 400 something kilometers from the capital. We set off from our place of origin, Namulanda, Entebbe, at 5 a.m. and reached Jinja by 6 a.m. Then along the way, we started having stopovers for our meals. You will be surprised that even in the eastern part, we have big cities where people live, do business, and they are living. So we arrived at 1 p.m. at our destination. Here I'd finished to check in to clear myself from the reception. It happened today that it was only us. It was easy because it was only us who had reported on that day. So my colleagues also went to check in because everyone had to for confirmation. This is the reception. So in the due course, people were taking images. Those who had finished to check in, the boys were happy already, happy to be here because majority had not crossed the bridge. Bridge is in Jinja, the bridge that when you want to cross to eastern part of Uganda, you have to cross that bridge. You see the girls are happy, clean, and very happy. It is what I can tell. So we were assigned with a guide to take us through the codes of conduct, to give us introduction, the brief of the place. So for me, I asked for a stick because I knew we were going to climb stones since it was our second time. It was my second time to visit this place. So the first time I had come to book, I didn't go deep in the stones, but at least I knew what we were going for. So everyone was busy writing. We had not to put food that side, to ease ourselves from that side, to touch, to write anything, to remove anything from those sides. We were told Nyero is divided in 4 sites, and here we were heading for our first site. This is the first site, and our guide had reached already. So these stones are big in that they had to attract those people to come and live in them. So here we were about to reach. Our guide was giving us the right introduction, the start of this place as a historical place. He was welcoming us once again, then telling us who was the first archaeologist who took an attempt to do research on this site. He told us in the 1930s it's when they started research on it. He told us the artworks there, how they were made from the found materials, created materials, The white drawings you see up there were created using sap out of a common plant from that area. You will see it once you visit that place. The fat, animal fat, the stones, the chalk around. So, in his words, he told us why we are seeing that organized wall behind him was an intervention by the government. When the rebel had invaded that place, they destroyed it and they wanted to preserve that place for future reference. When you reach there, you will see that wall, and down you will see poles that were cut, metallic poles that were cut. You see the remains of those poles down there. Because we were asking whether even the first people had metal, they had the technology to build like that in the first place. So he had to explain that by telling us it was a government intervention after the rebels had taken over. So he told us this place was used for worshipping back then. And the people who were using it, they were the original inhabitants of this place, who were pygmies and currently called the Batwa, living in the Kigezi region of Uganda now. That is western part of the country. So this is us going for site number 2, and I was pleased to see this kind of life, how people lived. And to me, I said where we were going, it was their sitting room, because for it was kind of wider in relation to the first one. This one was well aerated. It allowed in light, enough light, and when you look, some stones acted like chairs for us. So I was trying to put ourselves in their time, and I believe they also used them to sit on them. So here we had reached the site. I was just behind the man who was taking us, so we were the first to reach. Other members were just behind us. They reached. So in this place, he told that there were many murals in this place, of course drawn on the stones. So we had some questions for him, why this place looked so deep like it does. And he was trying to explain that the first archaeologists, they dug in this place to find more artifacts and carbon date them for future use or for proper reference. So here artworks were done also having different inspirations or different subject matter, and of course with different subject matter, content also differs. So he told us whatever happened here, they dug, they took some artifacts. I remember him telling us England, of course, since we were British colony, it was them. They took a lot of artifacts, and a few were restored to the original place. They were brought back. So here I was trying to demonstrate they dug down to find other artifacts. Because when you reach this place and you try to relate how you can draw those drawings up there, and yet he told us the people who are here were short, the pygmies, the Batwa. So we saw it was impossible for them to draw artworks up there, but he eventually explained why it appears to be high. So you can tell by seeing some drawings having giraffe as a subject matter. You see crocodiles somewhere. You see those round things. In my observation, I believe some more reading should be done on those round drawings. You see those images showing side number 2. So people were chilling here on the chairs. What I refer to as chairs. People were here. Others, not everyone is attentive. Some were on their phones, of course, looking at the videos they have taken on their phones. I'm forgetting her name. So you see the giraffe there. Now you can tell the height of the gentleman in relation to the artworks on the stone. That is a giraffe there. You see those round drawings. I believe the information about those round is not enough. So fun time. I started the fun time on this little mountain. We didn't need a belt and ropes to climb up. So we started 3 only us, and later we were joined by the whole team. Wait and see. We climbed, we reached at the top.
Look at these people. I really want to come watching
By the way, when you are on top of this stone, you can have an aerial view of the whole place, and you can peep in other districts. We were able to see in the neighboring districts like Soroti and Ingora. So even our guide joined the race. He climbed up. Look at our sister. Sister thought things were easy. So look at her. She got tired, eventually came back down. God was not with her at that time. So this is at the top of the stone, the baby mountain. So these stones are too big. It is what you have to know. They are too big. A person who has not seen mountain might call them mountains. So people were taking images, of course memory. This is Perusi from DRC. Yeah, we came back. This is me trying to stand up. Okay, people are taking. This is Gloria from Tanzania. Yes, this is I'm forgetting her name, but she was from Sudan. So that you see the slope, that is where we came from up to the top. Here when we had finished the climbing and the last site. I didn't get the images of the last site. So this is the reception, our finishing point, showing us the artifacts that were brought back. They are kept in that wooden box. You can observe everything from there. The knives created out of the stone. It was called iron smelting. The process, you'll be able to see that place where they used to smelt their iron. You see, that is that lady from Sudan. This is sister. So people were looking at them. So Nyero created everything for us. Welcoming environment, checked. Lunch, checked. Friendship, checked. Area, checked. Guide, checked. Everything checked. Just one thing. maybe in another video I'll mention. Bye bye.